Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to show my highest respect to His Excellency Dr. Netborom, the Vice President of International University, judges, management teams, staff, lecturers, students, and many other distinguished guests. Thank you all very much for coming. My name is Kang Nhị, and I am a first year majoring in the Department of Humanities and Languages of International University. Now, before I start going deeper into my topic, I would like to ask, have everybody experienced stress, anxiety, or depression and want to pick yourself back up? Well, that will be my topic for today. Positive thinking changes your life. Now, before we go straight to how you understand what positive thinking is, you need to understand the key word. What is positive thinking? Positive thinking is a way you approach unpleasantness with a more positive and productive way. Why is it so important to learn about positive thinking? It has its beneficial in both physical and mental well-being. People who show more positivity tend to cope with stress, have better immunity, and also lower percentage of premature deaths. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have brought two major points that you all must know about positive thinking, which is understanding how positive thinking works and also when and when not to use positive thinking. Let's jump to the first one, shall we? Understanding positive thinking. Now, you say positive thinking. The word thinking is a way you think in your thoughts, not a way you do physically. For example, me right now, I'm up on stage. When I was down there, I was having so much stress and fear about coming up here and talking to a large audience. How did I come up here and talk? I think positively. I can do this. My friends are doing great, so I can do it too. That way, I'm up on here focusing on my problem, which is coming up stage and talking to you all fluently. That's the point. The way you think positively is the way you calm yourself down, but the problem is still up ahead of you. It just helps you focus on your problem more than before. Now that you understand how positive thinking works, let's jump to the second one, when and when not to use it. Yui, why is there a negative way of using positive thinking? Positivity is a good thing, right? That will be for me to explain. Now I'll bring up two demonstrations of phrases that people use to think positively. Number one, which is the phrase, it could have been worse. People have it worse. It's a positive thing, right? To calm yourself down, to think like, oh, it's gonna be fine. Now, the right way to use it is to humor yourself. For example, last week in my room, I was sitting and I see a cockroach right by my eyesight right here. I panicked. I was so scared. But I think to myself, it could have been worse. It could have been a giant spider. Or you could use the phrase, people have it worse. Australia, people have it worse. They see spiders all the time. See, my fear of cockroaches is kind of lowered down, or at least enough for me to hit it and throw it in the garbage bin. That's a way to use it. Think positively. The problem is still there. You still have to get rid of the cockroaches. Now, what about the wrong way of using it? See, if you use it the wrong way, we call it toxic positive thinking. The way you use the word, it could have been worse, the wrong way, is to make other people feel like their problems is not as important, or thinking their problem is a joke compared to yours. To demonstrate what I mean by this is example person A. They got into a big accident and had to cut off one of their arms. They got admitted to a ward, and the person that asked them is person B. He said, hey, my problem is worse than yours. I got both of my arms cut off because I got into a big accident. Mine is worse. I have it worse than you. This phrase, is it unfair, or is it fair for person B to tell person A to betitle his own illness like that? No, nobody has the rights to tell other people how to feel. This is the wrong way of using the phrase, it could be worse, or people have it worse. You see, they're just betitling other people unintentionally because they want to console them in the wrong situation. Now, you understand how phrase number one should be used and not should be. Let's go to number two, which is, it'll all work out in the end. It's a very positive phrase, but why is it such a bad thing? Now, the right way to use it is to encourage yourself. For example, Monday, I have to go to a birthday party at night, a wedding in the morning, and an assignment dual today. Now, what do? Oh, it's fine. I tell myself it's all gonna work out in the end. I go to the birthday, I go to the wedding, I do my assignment, and I'm done. Is a way to use is to make yourself less tired and feel more productive about going through the day. Like it's all gonna work out in the end. You tell yourself in the wedding, you tell yourself again at the birthday, and then while doing the assignment, and you're done. Now you're happy. Now, the wrong way of using this is when you're getting stuck in a toxic environment. You see, imagine yourself as a tired college student having to work part-time jobs. You wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning. You get home at 11 p.m. at night. You have to focus on assignments, schoolwork, and other work, and also driving, traffic. You're getting tired. You tell yourself, it'll all work out in the end. After I graduate, I'll quit my job. Maybe after 5 years of medical school. You see, 5 years is a long way to go, but you're telling yourself now that it'll all work out in the end. Think how mentally draining and physically draining that is for them to go through their life like that. You see, I know everybody knows that after you graduate, you won't have free time anyways. It's not gonna be the same as college, but still as tiring. So it's just getting them stuck in toxic environment from getting tired to another way of getting tired. This is the wrong way of using it. Now, that makes me conclude my presentation. In conclusion, positive thinking is a way you approach unpleasantness with more positive and productive way, but you must understand that positive is a way of thinking and not doing physically. Your problem is still right ahead of you, and you also must know when and when not to use it to not show unintentional betilement to other people. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all so much and also our honored guests and judges for listening to my presentation.